Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm, and we're back for some more of the Elder Scrolls Online's Reewish, the Mighty Battle Blizzard. Gonna try to knock out the rest of Bankurai today. We've only got a little bit left to do. Also, happy Easter to those who celebrate. It's Easter Sunday. We are going to be... Where are we supposed to be going? We're supposed to be going into the city. I think the little location thing is off again. It happens a lot down here in southern Bankurai. It keeps trying to point at the Bankurai Pass for some reason. Once we're in the city proper, oh, there we go. There's the quest.
Well, well, a new arrival.
Let me make sure that's actually correct. Hold on, before we talk to her. No, that's the Alikir Desert. What is that? That's not even the quest I'm on. What? Did I not finish that quest? Hold on a second. No, it says I finished all the main quests. What the heck? Guess I should go and turn that in at some point. I'll do that at the end of this stream before we end off. I don't know what in the world happened with that. There we go. Yeah, we're looking for Septima in Hollenstan.
We lie about like whipped dogs. Ufa drags his feet, waiting for aid. Can he not see that none comes?
Aid for what?
The Imperials hold our city. We were taken before our swords could leave the sheath. There's a traitor, my people whisper. For now, we wait. Wait for the Covenant to send help and the Imperials to tire. But you don't seem like the waiting type.
And if I'm not?
I warn most against entering Hollenstan. But you might help us in our resistance. Go to the alchemist shop in town. You'll find like-minded people there. The Imperials won't let you pass in peace, but any of their blood spilt blesses the sand.
I'll check it out. Somebody's already come through and killed the Imperials for me. Except for that one. And that one right there.
I think I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Oh cool, we got a disguise. Let's put that on. I need to go through here and clean out these disguises that I've picked up over the course of my play sessions. Yes, I'm definitely a member of the Imperial Legion. I am most certainly not a lizard.
Business? We don't see a lot of travelers these days. What brought you here?
Ayama sent me.
You want to speak to Ufa then? Too bad no one knows where he is. Even if we did, can't say he'd even want to talk to you, seeing as you're a stranger. Yara might see you, though. She's upstairs on the balcony.
I'll talk to her then.
And don't think you can try anything. I'm not just here for my good looks. And Yara is more than capable herself.
Look, I'm on your side. I'm not gonna do anything.
I don't think we've met, and I don't think we need to.
I've heard you're part of the Resistance. Or I hear you're part of the Resistance.
And I hear the Imperials have spies everywhere, so why would I admit to being someone they want to kill? That said, I know one thing Imperial spies wouldn't do. Arm their enemies.
With what?
Across the way is a guarded warehouse. If someone took weapons from there, it'd be a blow against the 7th Legion. And I hear the stable hand knows the people who need such weapons. Someone who did that, I could trust.
Okay, I can play that game. So the only Imperials you have to watch out for are the ones with torches. They can see right through your disguise. But any of the other Imperials are fair game to just walk right past. And except for that one, for some reason, was able to see through me. No idea how he saw through me. Alrighty, we got the weapons. Let's go take the weapons back to the alchemist shop. No, sorry, to the stable hand. I apologize. Been a minute since I last did this quest because it's so long. I tend to try to put it off as long as possible.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm doing my work? Or are you harassing me because I don't bow my head to the ground before the Imperials?
I have something for you.
Why would I want those weapons? I'm no friend to the Resistance, or to the Imperials. I just want to work in peace.
Yara told me to bring them to you.
Is that so? Let me fix them for you then. There. No one will suspect you carrying sacks smelling of the stables. Ones who need these wait in and near the town square. If you're caught, we've never spoken.
Who am I looking for?
I name no names, but seek the poor near the town square. Ask if they've seen a cat with red fur, and there will be your answer.
Okay. See, I really like this. It's like a lot of intrigue and subterfuge, and like you can sneak around or you can just power your way right through. And one thing I like about the disguises for the Imperials, they're a lot more durable than some of the other disguises are. Like, normally just being spotted like that would have destroyed my disguise, but this one's way more durable than the others are.
What do you want from me? I have nothing more. Nothing. No home, no family, no future.
Have you seen a cat with red fur?
Red fur, you say? Yes, running across the rooftops in the sunset. A hunter and protector, long missing from home. Have you heard tidings of our lost friend? Or do you bring something in its stead?
I bring you this.
I will guard this with my life, though I wish our mutual friend would return. This will prove quite useful in his absence. You've risked much to help us. Thank you.
These old eyes see you. Come, come.
I feel like Clouseau. The weather is lovely today. I hope it stays nice.
You did not see me, did you? No one sees the poor, the sick, the oppressed. You help these people of Holland Stand, but for what? You put yourself in harm's way, but why?
My reasons are my own. Who are you?
One of the destitute, no more. I have nothing except my eyes and ears, and I see Yara wants to trust you, but she cannot. Not until now. She will look for signs of treachery and find none, but even that will not be enough.
Why doesn't she trust me?
Unimportant, but here is how she will. She waits by the tavern, as she was spying on you. Go to her, clasp her hands, and tell her that the Red Asp lives.
Very well.
Ah, I was not expecting you. How did you... Never mind. What news have you?
I've delivered all the weapons I was able to find.
One of our allies passed with a peculiar bag from the stables. It's good to know you were the one to supply it. Well, then, I think it's best if we go our separate ways. Though you helped considerably. I can't take this risk again.
One more thing. I was told to tell you the Red Asp lives.
What? How do you know this? The wind is truly at our backs. I've misjudged you. My apologies. We've been watching and waiting ever since the 7th Legion took our city. Now's the time to act. If you'll forgive my initial rudeness, I need your help.
I'm still willing to help.
Let me share what we know. The 7th Legion took the town under cover overnight. Some say a traitor opened the gates to their army. It's the only explanation, but we don't know who the traitor is. We have a lead, though.
What's that?
Not what, but whom. I've set up a meeting with someone who may know the identity of the traitor. I'd like you to talk to her. My contact's at the tavern, just as I requested. She'll be reading a book. See what she knows, but be careful.
I'll talk to her.
I'll return to the alchemist shop on the other side of town once you go to meet with her.
Where we first met?
Yes, I will wait for you there. Maybe Ufa has already gone there himself. Keep ever watchful for traps.
Something I forgot to do that I desperately needed it is have a slice of cake. And while we're at it, no reason not to pop an experience scroll. So now we're getting 150% bonus experience. For 2 hours, which is pretty much the entire stream.
Did Yara send you? She said to meet her here.
I'm a friend. I heard you have some information.
It's more of a feeling. Call it intuition. It's better if you see it with your own eyes. Can you come with me to my home? It's best to continue our conversation in private.
All right, lead on.
The Imperials may know your face by now. You can disguise yourself as one of them for the time being. They don't dare raise a hand against me, so I'll be all right. If you're ready, I'd like to go now. Follow me, but be discreet.
I mean, I'm already dressed as an Imperial, so we're not going to have any problems there.
With a disguise, the soldiers won't give you a second glance, but the sentries will certainly stop you if they can.
So, like, you see that sentry over there? I want to avoid his notice. These people are all okay. None of them are sentries, so we can just walk right past them. You can tell I have had some practice doing this before.
Scatter!
Oh, hey! There's a very nice person here killing these people for us. I'm gonna have to go around. Slip in over here. Like I said, lots of practice.
Thank you for your discretion. I'm rather concerned about what's going on in Holland's stand, but it's not a good idea to say so in public. You see, it's my husband.
What's wrong with your husband?
You misunderstand. My husband is Captain Dakir at Niemer of the City Guard. I think he betrayed us. I couldn't bear to ask him. To see the hurt in his eyes and the shame that must surely be there. But he's keeping something from me. And I fear the worst.
What makes you say that?
Soon after the Imperials came, our daughter disappeared. And my husband speaks with the Imperials, carries sealed messages back and forth. I don't know what to think. Search his office. It's upstairs. See what you can learn. I can't bear to look.
I suspect that they took her daughter. I mean, I know, but I'm not gonna just come right out and say it. The Grandia is in custody and ready for questioning. I would advise against any rash actions. The people of Holland stand are quick-tempered, and a bloodbath will not serve anyone's needs. As always, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
How dare you go through my things?
How dare you betray Holland stand?
What are you doing in my home? Did Quatrius send you? I've done everything he's asked. I won't suffer any more humiliation at his hands.
Your wife asked me to come. She thinks you may be the one who betrayed Holland's stand.
Oh, Kisma, I wish I didn't have to keep such secrets from you. By Mara's heart, I don't know who betrayed us, but it was not me. I am little more than an Imperial lackey now, regardless.
Why?
They have her, our daughter. The Imperials kidnapped her and hold her as a hostage. I debase myself before them for her safety, and I would do so again, if it means she will be returned to us. Now go, please.
I shall find your daughter. If I can.
I've seen the girl. It's not too late.
It's the beggar.
The couple despairs, but all is not lost. Nothing's without hope until the last breath. Let me tell you of their child. Come, come.
Where is she?
The Imperial fool Quatrius believes he's invincible, and in a way, he is. If one were to raise a blade against him, his soldiers would surely cut down the child out of spite. But there are other ways to cow a man.
How?
Not how, but where. Go to the pavilion in the shadow of the palace. You are already armed. Armed with the knowledge that he is a coward. With that, you must defeat him.
Very well, beggar. Hold on, wait. Mary, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this properly. What Imperial outfits do I have? Imperial Chancellor? That's probably not a good idea. There we go. Centurion dress armor. Now you look like an officer, Mary, while I'm just a normal soldier. Come on, lady. That's it. Good lady. I love Holland's Stand. It's so nice. And it becomes a regular city after you complete this quest, too.
Away with you. Can't you see I'm busy?
What are you doing with this girl?
We're simply enjoying the fresh air. After all, who would want such a flower to wilt in a dungeon? Now be gone before I have my men remove you.
Let's see, we can either bribe him or intimidate him. If anyone's in the chat and you want to take a vote, you can go ahead and put down your vote. Otherwise, I'm probably going to go ahead and just bribe him. Okay, let Hazi go.
Fine, fine. Run, girl, before I change my mind. Now the guards will be back any second now. Don't think you can threaten me again.
I gave you gold. I didn't threaten you.
Papa! Papa!
Hazi, I am where the birds roost. Come. This is your doing? You freed my daughter?
Yes.
I am truly blessed to have such aid from a stranger. With no promise of reward, you saved my family. Here, take this key. You will do far more good with it than I.
What's it for?
The Grandea's chains. The Imperials made me capture her and bring her to them. I fear they want to publicly execute her in order to cow the citizens. If anyone can save her, it would be you. 1,000 blessings upon you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Captain. I depart, only to return. fudge sickles. That's not what I wanted to see. Wait, let's drop down to the streets. Go through the fountain. And now we run like hell. Miri, get out of my way. I am trying to skulk.
Seems you've poked a hornet's nest. I hope whatever you did was worth it.
I saved Captain Atnira's daughter and got the key to the Grandia's shackles.
They have the Grandea? That is troubling news. You've been busy then. But what news of the traitor? Do you know his identity?
No, I don't.
You are mistaken, friend.
Master Ufa, you're truly alive.
Did I not send word with our friend here? I spoke to the captain after you left. He was more than willing to help after the good turn you gave him. The traitor is well within our grasp.
Who are you?
Don't you recognize the old beggar without his rags? I've been following you for quite a while. Even my own followers suspected nothing. Dakir and Kisma will never forget what you've done for them. You've been a great boon to the Resistance. Once we have the traitor in our hands, we'll have all the pieces we need to assault the 7th Legion.
How will we find the traitor then?
The captain's men know how to find him, but I don't know where these men are, or if they're still among the living. They won't work with me, but may consider you an ally. You must find them before the Imperials do.
How will I do that?
Seek Aisha, Nasira, and Runid. Their peril is our opportunity. I'm sure they'd rather work with us than with the Imperials. Ask about, search houses, but above all, be discreet.
I'll find them. All right. This is the part that takes the longest in the quest. Trying to remember exactly where to go is always the hard part. Ah, fudge sickles. Double fudge sickles. I just fell.
There's no time like the present to indulge in silence.
Oh wait, there we go. You're pretty... I think you're a red guard. I can't tell. You might be a Breton, but... a very tan Breton, but... Woohoo! Drop down.
Probably only a matter of time before the Imperials anger everyone. I told my friend he could come with me, but he's too attached to this city. I suppose I understand that.
I'm looking for some people. Maybe you know one of them?
I'm only here to visit my friend Runid. He invited me to see his hometown, but then these Imperials arrived and he told me I'd be safer somewhere else. Haven't met any other townspeople.
I'm actually looking to help Runald.
Ah, then you'll probably find him still at his house, praying for the gods to intervene. He's a fool, but a good-hearted one. Down the street a bit. Although, that said, all these desert houses look alike to me.
To be fair, a lot of your houses look very alike too. See, I know I saw more markers just a second ago. Whoa, 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 whoa! Ah, fudge sickles. Not currently. A person asking for a vampire bite. Not on this character, anyways. Alright, let's start with Runald. Maybe he'll give us a hint towards the next one.
The only fish that go where the rivers flow are the dead ones.
You don't look like one of the 7th Legion. Why have you come?
What do you know about the traitor in Holland's Stand?
He's in hiding, the rat. He is named Maradim. You'll have to find a way to lure him out into the open if you wish to find him.
Where can I find him?
I'm not sure where he is now. If I knew that, I'd be after him myself, wouldn't I?
Okay. Well, that's one. Now we just have to... Ooh, shoot. Almost walked right into that sentry. Okay, we can get back to where we were heading earlier when we fell off the little sneak way. Ah, there we go. From here I can see them, but I couldn't from where I was earlier for some reason. Ah, come on, sentry.
Someone who knows what they want, yes? How can Nazir be of service?
I'm looking for some people in the town.
There are people all around us. Particular ones, this one cannot say. Not without some convincing.
Perhaps a few coins will loosen your tongue?
Ah, you are a smart one. I can tell you many good townspeople remain inside their homes. Some out of fear. Others await news. Perhaps they wait inside for news from you. You will have to find out the rest on your own, I fear.
Okay, and if we go back this way, I should be able to get the location of the other person on the map again. Unless that took care of both of them at once. Okay, no, that actually took care of both of them at once. I should have just talked to him first. And one of them was literally right behind him. Well, that one's dead. The soldier's throat is slit, and there's numerous bruises on her exposed skin. Oof. Rest in peace, lady. There's no note or anything in here, so I guess we're gonna have to move on. Oofa.
I must seek my fortune, and you must go elsewhere to seek yours.
I just like how Oof is in multiple places at once. Yeah, what's even funner than running around in disguise is just go invisible and sneak through the enemy lines completely invisible as a Nightblade. Oh, it's so much fun. Way more fun than sneaking around in a uniform, in my opinion. Ah, what? I didn't even see the sentry. What the heck?
Roll if you can.
Well, several Imperials are losing their lives today.
I wondered if someone would find me before they finished me off.
What do you know about the trader in Holland's Stand?
He's a womanizing piece of scum who'd sell his own mother to make a few coins. Ask at the tavern for Niha, his latest courtesan. She'll tell you where he is. I should have slit his throat when I had the chance.
Where can I find him?
Well, he wasn't there when I last checked. But it's been several hours now. There's a tavern he's gone to before to meet his latest mistress. Check there.
Very well. Okay, we need to be a bit more cautious. I'd like to avoid as much slaughter as possible. Not that I have anything against slaughtering these Imperials, I absolutely don't mind it, but still.
Not my usual type, but business is slow. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Maradem. Do you know him?
Perhaps. Many know Maradem. Not many will admit to it. I've met him once or twice, but I don't know where he is now.
I need to find him. Can you help?
Do you know what would happen to me if I betrayed Maradem? Or any of my contacts? No, I can't help you. Now go away before someone sees us talking.
You have little choice, Niha.
You're alive.
She don't sound very excited, does she?
We still need information from the wretch. Fortunately, I know of a simple way to extract it. Across the way lies the Mages Guild. Talk to a man named Razin. Ask him for his specialty. It's a potent sedative only he makes.
Then what?
I'll set a trap for Maradem, with my dear Niha's help. Once you have the powder, take it to the Drowsy Owl Inn upon the hill, and get the rest of the details from her. You can see your destination from here, if you need to get your bearings.
Very well.
Something I can help you with? I'm rather preoccupied, so make it quick.
I need some of your specialty.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just a simple apothecary, friend.
Ufa sent me.
The rogue. Sometimes I wish the Imperials did find him. Here's your powder. It'll paralyze in a matter of moments after being ingested. Take care you don't breathe it in.
Very well. Is this your wife? Inconclusive. Well, this is the Mages Guild, so I seriously doubt that's his wife. Very nice of that person to go around killing the Imperials for me. Makes my job a lot easier.
Have you got everything you need?
Yes, right here.
There's a bottle of wine in the alcove for you, though I've no idea what you'll do with it. I'll serve it to Maradem, and then you and Ufa can do what you must. But after that, I'll have no part in what comes.
It's okay, we're liberating the city, so I mean, it'll benefit you too.
Wait here. I've brought you refreshments, sir.
Niha! Always so good to me. Let's taste this fine concoction. A strange flavor. What kind of wine?
Hello.
Who are you? What have you done with Niha? What was in that wine?
I'll ask the questions. Where's the Grandia?
How dare you? Whoa. What's happening to me? Did you poison me? Please, give me an antidote. I'll tell you anything.
Then answer my question.
She's in front of the palace. I have the key for the stocks, but they guard her exceptionally well. They'll execute her within the week. That's all I know. Now please, give me the antidote. I'll give you the key.
It's not up to me to
Bleeding
decide
like
that.
a cut lamb, I see.
Ufa, I thought you were dead.
That was the intent. Get the key off his body and leave him.
Ufa will take care of him, I suppose. But that is none of my business. That is what Ufa does with him is Ufa's business.
Good. I'm free. Let the people know the time has come.
Yep, I shall do so, and we shall wipe out the Imperials.
We must rise up against the Imperials. We must not falter. Go, light them.
The first watchtower is lit.
What do you want?
Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. How's your Easter going? That's the second. And the city is ours.
Can't you see that I'm furious?
The Empire has lost this day. Mary, you can change out of your armor.
It's time.
Where are the rest of your people?
They ready themselves for battle. We will hold the palace while you take out the Imperial within. We must all move quickly.
She's a dark elf. She always looks like a vampire. That's just how they look, so. Okay. Glad you had a good Easter. What about the Grandia?
She's in no shape to fight. I can't imagine what torture she must have endured under the Imperial's reign. You are our symbol, friend. Our symbol of freedom.
Complete quest.
There's no time to waste. We must strike now, but the Imperials will have time to make preparations.
What do I do?
Go inside and slay that Imperial Sedas Secundus like the dog she is. We don't know what kind of forces she has with her. We're counting on you.
I won't let you down. Yeah. It's the way dark elves are. Dark elves are always pale and they have red eyes. It's because so the Dunmer used to be called the Chimer, and they looked more like their high elf kin until they angered Azura, and Azura cursed them and made them a shadow of their former selves. Hello, Sadius.
I've heard a lot about you. Finally, we meet in person.
I've come to reclaim Holland's stand from the Imperials.
Bold. I like that. It's unfortunate you've picked the wrong side. The Legion needs more soldiers with that kind of attitude. No matter. Holland's stand will be our stronghold in the Covenant, and no upstart shall challenge that.
I disagree with you.
Did you think I'd let anyone walk in here unchallenged? You are a fool, as are the rest of them. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Who's going to kill me? Wait, how did Muradin get here? Yeah, how did he even get here?
We worried. The people of Hollenstand demand your surrender. If you won't surrender, your life is forfeit.
Yeah, that begs a really good question. How did he get here? He was paralyzed and at the mercy of
I'll make you an
Ulfa.
example to these dogs.
Keep your guard up until you've got your footing.
And she's dead.
They must pay for what they've done to our town.
They have paid. They're dead. They can't pay more than that.
Well?
You've done it. The 7th Legion will be our prey.
Is Hollenstand free?
The Imperials had no chance. We took them by storm, and without their leader, they had nowhere to turn. What few are left will fall easily. You were the linchpin for it all.
I had your help.
The Grandair will have something to say too, no doubt. Here she comes now.
My lady.
Proud people of Hollenstand, we have won the day. A stranger to our city was the spark. Let us never forget this, or those who fell in the fight. And here is the savior of my people, my city, and me. We are all in your debt, friend.
What's next for Hollenstand?
We must rebuild. The Imperials tore apart our fine city, but we will rise from the sands. You have given us this chance. Forever will Hollenstand remember your work and your sacrifices.
42 minutes to complete this quest. Just about as long as I thought it was going to. Alright, we have to go do that quest, and that should trigger the next... And we're at 9 of 11 main quests complete now. Yep, now the city's patrolled by Covenant guards. This is now a normal city you can come visit and shop and everything in. And I'm personally looking forward to playing Tales of Tribute at the taverns here, so... when that launches. Because otherwise there's really no reason to come here, because there's not... all the items that you can buy here are available pretty much everywhere, so... We found it, the legendary Hall of Heroes. Oh gosh. Glory to Lord Moloch Ball. Oh no. Okay, we gotta travel to the Hall of Heroes, which is the final place of the Daggerfall Covenant storyline. We are almost done with the Daggerfall Covenant storyline, and then the only thing left to do is that dungeon, and I'll be ready for High Isle when it launches. Still got plenty of other plans. We're gonna have to go back and work on, Oh hey, I forgot there was a house here. Twin Arches. Well, it's outside the city, I mean, but still it's a house. I wonder how much Twin Arches is. I can check it out. I'll just pop inside real quick. Ooh, this is actually kind of nice. It's 73,000 gold, which is actually not that bad. I can easily make up this amount of money. What's it like inside? It's a basic one-story Redguard house. This would be really easy to set up with furniture and stuff too. My Redguard might want to live here until I can afford the House of the Silent Magnifico. Yeah, I might pick up this house later. But for now, we are off to the Hall of Heroes. Oh hey, so quick little tip. This is the darn it. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking. So this werewolf in the overworld here is one of the only werewolves that can actually infect somebody with lycanthropy. I'm not actually going to become a werewolf, but I just kind of want to show this off because this is incredibly rare to have found in the middle of the day. So I'm just going to let him smack me around until I get infected. Hold on, let me just check my character sheet. Maybe he's not. But he's in Vancourai, so I believe he is the kind that can infect me. I might be wrong. I'll let him go at it for a little bit longer, and if he doesn't get me infected, I'll kill him. So. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's gonna do it this time, so let's go ahead and kill him. So, what's supposed to happen if it worked right? And I guess either I was very unlucky or that werewolf just wasn't the right kind. But only in regions like Bankurai, the Rift, and Reaper's March can you gain lycanthropy or vampirism from an enemy. In the other regions that have the same creature types, they don't actually infect with lycanthropy. But since this is Bankurai, I'm fairly certain that werewolf has a chance to infect lycanthropy. But I guess I couldn't prove that just now, so I was going to show off how it worked, but I guess that's just not going to happen, so. Scout Nardira.
Ah, King Emmerich said you might be coming. The Imperials are here. Did you know this? The king and his men are preparing for an attack even now, though they are greatly outnumbered. I think it is good that you are here.
Indeed, it sounds like he needs me.
Hurry along, then. You will find the king just up the road. I am going to scale this wall and try to get more details on the Imperials' defenses. I will join you shortly.
Complete quest. Hi, King Emmerich.
Now, I almost feel... I was wondering when you'd wander up. I knew you wouldn't let me get all the glory. Of course, I wouldn't have wanted to take any action until you were with us regardless, but I like to pretend. Anyhow, how in oblivion are you?
I'm doing fine, Your Majesty. How are you?
I feel strong. I'm ready to spill some Imperial blood. This will be remembered as the place where the Imperials made their last stand in Bankurai. Despite my advisor's concerns, I decided I had to be here and lead the charge myself.
Are you sure that's safe?
Ha! Are you trying to coddle me now, too? I command you, put aside your concerns. This isn't even going to be a real contest. Each of my soldiers can take 10 of theirs, and you can take 100. So, can we get on with this?
Yes, of course. I'm yours to command.
All right, everyone. This is it. No one is allowed to die until they've taken down at least a dozen enemies. Kill as many as you can. The only exception is the Major's General. She's mine, and mine alone.
Unless I get to her first.
I can't
Septum.
believe you still fancy me after all these years. Let's get reacquainted then, shall we?
Overconfident as ever, I see. I'm not afraid of you, Septima.
To arms! Defend the king! You will not!
I think we need to spend some alone time, Emmerich. Come, let's find a quiet place.
She just stole the king. And she completely immobilized all the Lion Guard. Just a second, I see a sky shard. Get Miri back out. Sounds like you'd be in good hands.
Zet's tears. What has befallen? Who has slain everyone? Where's the king?
The Imperial Magus General killed them and took the king captive.
Oh, merciful Mara. Please say this isn't so. I knew the king should not have come. Why should he risk his life this way?
I will.
What do we do now? Someone has to go after him.
I will. Do you know where she might have taken him?
No. I mean, I have scouted out all this area from the ridges above. The Imperial encampment is just over the hill, and then this temple, the Hall of Heroes, it goes on forever. She might have taken the king anywhere in all that space.
Where do you suggest I start looking?
The encampment. There has been much activity there in recent days. The Imperials have been going in and out of the temple. I have even seen the Magus General herself. Perhaps if you search the encampment, you will find some evidence of her plan.
I'll go search the Imperial encampment then.
You are a brave soul to go after the king on your own. I applaud your courage. I will go to Evermore to request additional support. Then I will return. May Ruktka and all the gods be with you until then.
Anything I should know about the Imperial's defenses?
None, save that they are very well dug in. I would guess that they have been here for several weeks, making preparations for something significant. Most of the Imperial soldiers are in the encampment. I think there are Daedra in the temple itself.
What can you tell me about the temple?
The Hall of Heroes? Oh, it is very, very old, and no one even uses it anymore. Heroes today are entombed at Tuwaka's throne or Motalian necropolis. But long ago, this is where great heroes like Frundar Hunding and Makela Leki were buried.
Why isn't it used anymore?
The Keeper said it should belong to the gods themselves, that mortals were never truly welcome here. Perhaps so. Legends always suggested it was a place where planes collide, where worthy Redguard souls came to make the journey to the far shores.
Well, that's a very important place in Redguard mythology. Well, somebody's done me the solid of cleaning out the Imperials. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Septimus plans. Directive. Okay. Yeah, look at all these Imperials they've slaughtered for us. Alright. Enter the Hall of Heroes. Redguard tradition holds that when the souls of great warriors travel on to the far shores, they live forever in honor and glory in the Hall of Heroes.
Halls of the gods or halls of the dead? Which is it? Is there a difference?
Keeper of the Hall.
Look, another live one. Oh, sorry. I should speak more quietly. Don't want to disturb the dead, or the Daedra crawling all over this place. I find them very distasteful.
Not right for this place. Not right at all.
Who are you?
Me? I'm the keeper of the hall. I am guardian of the gate between here and there, between this place and the next. The living don't belong here. I'm supposed to keep them out, but I seem to have failed at that.
Are you talking about the Imperials?
Yes, especially that cruel, twisted lady Septima Thorn, I believe she is called. She has broken all the rules. I told her as much, I did, but she would not listen. When she leaves, I do not think I will invite her to come back.
Do you know where I can find Septima Thorn?
She's in the Chamber of Passage, but it is a forbidden place. You must get special allowances to go there. This is the Heroes' Hall. You will have to convince them to let you pass.
Alright, where do I find these heroes?
Oh, they're scattered all over this place, everywhere. Getting them to talk is the hard part. They're quiet types. Been dead for centuries. Frandar Hunding might listen. You'll just have to do some convincing. You have Tuaka's blessing, though.
I'll go look for Frondard then.
I hope Frandar lets you pass. I also hope he has more clarity than I do. I wonder why anyone would want to visit the Chamber of Passage, or even the far shores. Aren't there some shores you could visit a little closer to home?
Do you live here in the Hall of Heroes?
Do I live here? That is a strange choice of words. Yes, indeed. As I said, this place is not for the living. It is the dead who actually live here. I simply watch over the place. I go back and forth between here and there.
How did Septima Thorn get into the Chamber of Passage?
If we knew that, then presumably we could force her to leave. That would save us all a lot of trouble, would it not? That would certainly be nice.
Can you tell me more about the far shores?
It is not as far as it sounds, but you do have to die to get there. It is where mortal souls are supposed to go when they pass from this plane. Not all souls find their way, of course, but some of them do not belong anyways. You understand?
Well, I know some souls, like Nord souls, go to Sovngarde, and Breton and High Elf souls go to Aetherius, so I think the Imperials believe in Aetherius as well. I think it's only Red Guards that believe in the Far Shores.
I know you. Your spirit. But you belong in this place no more than the others. The invaders. Why do you come here? Why do you disturb my rest?
I need to get into the Chamber of Passage.
Of all the places in this temple you do not belong, it is there you belong the least. But I sense that where the others have come to violate the chamber's sanctity, you have come to restore it. I will give you my blessing, if you prove worthy.
How do I prove myself worthy?
The invaders have taken my scrolls. 4 sacred writings from the Book of Circles. They describe the principles one must master in the various seasons of life. Recover the scrolls, place them on the appropriate pedestals, and earn my blessing.
I'll find them and return the scrolls to their pedestals. Here's one of them, the Mastery of Sacrifice. Mastery of Devotion.
You lead.
Mastery of Wisdom. Mastery of discipline. Discipline, devotion, wisdom, sacrifice.
Very well. You have my blessing. Now you must seek my son's spirit. Speak to Divad.
Yes, she'll speak to Divad. Divad Hunding. Those are creepy looking statues.
I sense great determination in you, living one. But very few of the living are foolish enough to trespass in these hallowed halls. Even fewer are foolish enough to seek entrance into the Chamber of Passage. This is your intention, though, is it not?
Yes, and your father has given me his blessing.
And you have already achieved in life that which gave me great difficulty. My father's influence, though, was only one aspect of what guided my life's purpose. In truth, it was my mother's role, the sacrifice she made, that defined my destiny.
What sacrifice did your mother make?
When Emperor Hira's soldiers came to arrest me, they struck my mother and she was slain. It wasn't until that moment I embraced the way of the sword. To earn my blessing, light the braziers in the chamber above in the colors to honor her sacrifice.
Alright, and how do I light the braziers?
You'll find the braziers are already lit. You must simply cycle through the colors on each brazier to match the memory of my mother's final moments. It's getting the colors in the correct order that matters.
How do I know the order of the colors?
Turn and observe the moment of my mother's sacrifice. Remember it as I do. Take it into your heart and light the fires of my memory.
I'll light the braziers in the colors of your memory. So we have David, his mother, soldier with the axe, and pointing soldier. So, and that's the order we have to put them in. Okay. Alright, this should be David. This should be David's mother. This should be the soldier with the axe.
Thank you
there we
for
go.
Honoring my mother's memory. You have my blessing. Now you must seek out Makela Leki.
Alright, Malia Leki. One of the greatest sword saints who ever lived. She was born in the middle of a war and she died in the same war. It was actually quite tragic. She never knew anything but that war.
Alright, don't cry so much.
Malia Leki.
It takes a brave soldier to enter the Chamber of Passage, but courage alone is not what defines a warrior. One has already breached the chamber without my blessing, but you come behind seeking just that, do you not?
I do. I seek to stop the one who went in there.
And by seeking our blessing, you show that you deserve such an honor. The one who breached the chamber, this Septima Tharn, She has strength, courage, and even wisdom, but she lacks an essential quality of a true Onse.
What quality is that? Humility.
The answer is the key to my blessing. You will find several impressive swords in this chamber. They are only symbols of ideals. But bring me the blade a true swordslinger would wield, and I will grant you entrance to the Chamber of Passage.
I'll choose the appropriate sword then. Now, there's a lot of swords here. The Sword of the High King, the Simple Training Sword, Sword of the Saint, and then Sword of the Magus Lord. For some reason, it's broken right now because it's pointing at the correct answer. I guess it's also pointing at Sword of the Saint, but like it's pretty much only pointing to these two, and the correct answer is the Simple Training Sword. Because the quality that she lacks is humility, which is a quality that a true Onse must have.
You must think as Swordsinger would. Which blade would be most suitable for a warrior who has achieved mastery of his or her technique?
I believe I have the correct blade.
Very well then. Which blade is it?
Give her the Simple Training Sword.
Well done. A true Swordsinger would select the training sword because it is the swordsman, not the sword, that matters. You understand true humility. You have my blessing. You may enter the Chamber of Passage.
Thank you. Yeah, it's supposed to point to all four of the swords, but since like it was only pointing at those two, I didn't see any reason trying to make the chat guess what the correct sword was, so I just went ahead and gave it. So if it had been pointing at all four of them, I probably would have asked you to try to guess the right sword, Joe, but like I didn't see any reason in doing that, so.
Off with you, Swit!
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Heroes? Gods, Imperials, who's in charge here? You! You've earned the blessings of the heroes, but blessings will only get you through the door. Are you really ready for what lies on the other side?
I don't know what lies on the other side.
Something that no mortal has ever seen. Until that nasty woman went in there, of course. And who knows what she might have done to the place. I guess you'll be finding out soon enough, though. The real mystery is what's a woman like that wanting to do in a place like this? She has a prisoner, but the Chamber of Passage is not a place for holding someone. It's a place for sending someone on.
Sending someone on to where?
To the far shores, of course. This is it. This is the path the souls of heroes take to move on to the afterlife, as some call it. Souls used to be flying through here all the time. Guess there just aren't as many heroes anymore.
Well, not as many Yakutas, or not as many Onse, for sure. Is Septima Thorn trying to get to the far shores?
You think it's just an elaborate suicide plot? Afraid I don't share your optimism. But what is she doing in there? I'd say only the gods know. But I don't think they do. The way I look at it, there's only one way to find out.
I understand. I'm going in. To walk on the far shores. We're going into the Red Guard afterlife, everyone. We're not in the Red Guard afterlife just yet, mind you.
Look, Emmerich, your savior has arrived. Or is that your executioner?
No, Emmerich! She stole his soul.
It's good that you're here, my friend. Though, I'm afraid I may be dying.
Hold on, we can get you healed.
You're a good friend. Courageous and loyal. And all that. But you're a terrible liar. I just wish it wasn't that wench Septima that killed me.
Your Majesty.
I suppose I must say goodbye, my friend. I'll see you on the other side.
We're bringing you back. The far shores. On the far shores, according to Yakutan lore, there is no hunger, thirst, or fatigue, but there are enough glorious challenges to keep a warrior spirit engaged forever. Look how beautiful it is. This is the second afterlife we've been to, by the way. We've been to the... No, actually, technically the third, because we've been to the Khajiit afterlife, we've been to Sovereign Guard, and now we've been to the Far Shores. I mean, to be fair, Argonians don't have an afterlife, so they get reincarnated, so... Septima Thorn, get down here.
You're here too. Can you get us back? It's quite pleasant here, but I'm not ready to die yet. We can't let them win.
Hush now, Emmerich. Your death matters little. There are other kings. It's this one I wanted. The one who's been holding the Covenant together at every turn. The vestige from Cold Harbor. Didn't think I knew, did you? I did, and I knew I couldn't kill you. On Mundus. Here, though, you're severed from Cold Harbor, from your soul. Here, you're stuck. Goodbye now.
Insolent necromancer! The Far Shores is no prison in which you can place your enemies. You dare to come here and then expect to live freely? I think not. You, though, are no less a fool. An honorable fool, but a fool nonetheless. Very well, though. I have an offer. Slay this wretched woman, and you and your liege can return to the Mundus.
I'll leave whenever I damn well please. But I'll enjoy teaching you both a lesson in power first. Mine to command. Helshira, rise and fight!
What's that, Septima? Are you having trouble keeping up? Don't tell me that's the best you can do.
If it were my aspiration, I hope you're watching this plane.
Come on down, Septima Thorn. Oh, she's down.
Well, that was demoralizing, wasn't it? Your death matters little, Emmerich. I can't believe she said that. I don't know, though. Is it true?
Of course not, Your Majesty. The Daggerfall Covenant needs you.
That's a relief, I suppose. There's some part of me that wants to stay here, but I'd have regrets for all eternity, wouldn't I? Since I'm in the fortunate position of having a choice, I think I prefer you take me back.
Of course, I'll take your soul back. Hello, Keeper of the Hall.
Were it truly your time, I might invite you to remain here in the Far Shores. You have earned the right to be here. It is not your time, though, so you must go. Take your liege back, restore him, and then you must all leave the Hall of Heroes.
I understand. Return us to the Hall of Heroes. And actually, I will never come to the Far Shores because I'm an Argonian, and my fate is to be reincarnated someday through the Hist.
My cousin. My king.
I'm sorry we failed you.
Sorry, your morning came just a little too soon.
Still dead. So do I just climb back in there? Easier than I thought. That knife wound still smarts, but it's good to be alive.
Yeah, like y'all were mourning him just a little too soon.
That was an experience I won't be forgetting anytime soon. I'd say that you went beyond the call of duty, but I think you went even beyond that. Of course, Septima was actually after you, wasn't she?
Yes, we are both lucky to have survived.
I suppose so. Furthermore, I'm grateful now that Septima never returned my affections. Mara's mercy, that woman did not age well.
What a petty
She's
thing to
irrelevant
say.
now, though, thanks to you. I suspect, however, that we can't afford to rest on our laurels just yet.
Actually, we can, because the thing with Cold Harbor has already been done. That is the end of the Daggerfall Covenant quest line. We are going to go ahead and take care of the public dungeon, which is the last piece of content left to do here, and then we'll see how much time we have left in the stream after that. We have to pick up this quest. Hold on. Gotta get this quest real quick. Search the dead Imperial. Beneath the corpse lies a bundle of notes. Day 7, damn dark in that cave. Under the sun, I can see the construct shows signs of dormancy rather than total failure. Day 8, no sign of additional inscriptions. I'll need to look elsewhere for clues as to how to open the vault in Razek's wheel. This construct must hold some clue. I should take it apart. There's a loud buzzing behind one of its compartments. I should investigate Rosin's wheel and find out what the Imperials are doing. This is the last outpost of the Imperials in Bankurai, so I'm going to have to go and finish wiping them out. But first, let's take down some Daedra. I'm pretty sure they changed the opening for Razek's wheel. I don't remember this being the entry thing the last time I played this. I could be wrong, but I feel like they changed it. Razek's wheel discovered. So we gotta complete the quest, defeat all the bosses, do the group event, and then only then are we done with everything.
Really don't like your odds.
Oh, I got a purple companion sword. That's actually pretty good. Depending on what the ability on it is, of course. If it's like healing up, that's going to be a problem.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable. I need healing! Burn it!
I don't believe it. Thank the sands. How about untying me? They've had me down here for a week.
Who are you? What are you doing down here?
Name's Damarina. I'm a Covenant scout. I saw the Imperial tents on my patrol and came to investigate. Ended up getting captured. Right, because that wasn't obvious.
I'll free you.
Tal, Papa, and I owe you one, my new friend. But I need to ask another favor, if I can.
What do you need me to do?
I was carrying orders when they captured me. Should have been more careful, but we've never seen Imperial activity this deep in the desert. I didn't even have time to destroy the orders. They've got everything I was carrying.
What's in the orders?
They contained every patrol route the Covenant uses in the area. We need to make sure we recover those orders and eliminate everyone who's seen them. Luckily, I know exactly who to hit, if you're willing.
Who do you want me to kill?
You'll want to find Major Karina and Spy Master Gaeta. They interrogated me, and they're the only ones high-ranking enough to bother reading the orders. So eliminate them and recover my orders. Then we maybe can get out of here.
I'll take care of the Imperials. Where can I find them?
Major Karina was covered in grease. She was likely digging through the guts of a Dwemer construct somewhere. As for Spy Master Gaeta, I never met a spy who wasn't obsessed with high ground. She'll be at the highest elevation she can find. I'm going to find a place to lay low. Tell Papa, watch over us both.
Okay, and the first boss should be right over here. There you are. There we go. First boss is Bits of Dust.
They're coming for us. Healer!
You know, doing public dungeons is kind of a mix between me wanting other people in the dungeon and me not wanting other people in the dungeon, because if there's other people in the dungeon, the trash mobs have generally been taken care of so I can get through faster. So if the downside though is that sometimes they've already killed the bosses and then I have to wait for the bosses to pop, which is nicer to be able just to fight the bosses right away and get through faster. So it's kind of like a mixed bag. So either A, you move faster but you have a chance of the bosses being dead when you get to them, or B, you have to wait for the bosses to pop. Or I mean, you have to fight through everything, but the bosses are up right away. So like I said, kind of a mixed bag. So. There's the Aetherius key once I'm no longer in combat.
Light it up! That's not a Dagon would envy. I need him.
You got their attention.
Try breaking free.
There's the second boss down.
Aid me.
Alright, now this guy up here is one of the quest bosses, so he's not one of the actual bosses of the dungeons, but we still have to kill him, so... Or her, I'm sorry, we still have to kill her.
Hands off. That's Imperial property. Rozik's wheel shall be.
It's about to become salvage.
Advance!
Look, if they raise a zombie, kill the caster. The zombie will die with the caster. It's like really simple concept there, Mary. That the zombies that are created by magic require the magic of their caster to survive. Cut off the source of power, you cut off the zombie. My apologies. Alright, that's 3 bosses down. Let's see, so there are 6 bosses left. Actually, technically speaking, I don't actually have to beat all these bosses because it's already the achievement's already unlocked, so I don't have to worry about beating all of them to get the achievement. I just have to worry about getting the quest and the sky shard. So notes on the vault door, but I have all 3 keys. Okay, so we use, I believe it's Arubis, Etheria, nope. Arubis Mundus Aetherius. Okay, we need to find the mechanism that we need to activate. Up here's the Dwemer Journal. Attempt to decipher journal. This text contains Dwemer writing and alchemical symbols. A detailed diagram of Dwemer machine accompanies the text. The device needs a final cog to be fully functional, and the diagram shows design for the cog mold. Study the diagram. The diagram indicates a map of Resum's wheel and seems to indicate that if you can find the cog mold, you could create a cog using nearby machinery. The cog can then be used to complete Resurrect's machine in a chamber further south. Okay, so okay, we got the cog mold, and now we have to head further south. Ah, come on. It was this person. This person brought all the enemies in the room over next to me so I could help them kill them. That was really rude. Okay, we got the cog. Go to the group event.
Let me do my part. If you want to take a...
Ooh, another skill point down. Alright, now we need to go back this way. Wait, is that a chest? It is in fact a chest. Okay, and we made a small Dwemer spider, which this is actually a non-combat pet that you can get. The construct tilts its head left and right, like it's considering which way to go. What are you? The construct sits for a moment, and then its legs activate as if preparing for motion. Yeah, and this becomes your pet, so I can show you where it is in the... I think it's exotic. I have a lot of non-combat pets. A lot of non-combat pets. There it is. Redzak, it's going to Cog Bucket. Alright, let's go turn in these two quests. I'll just turn in the quest and get out of here. Yeah, not having to do the bosses is going to make doing the public dungeons a lot faster because I can focus on doing the quest, the group event, and getting the Sky Shard. Which, you know, were things that I had to do, but they were kind of a close second to taking on the bosses. I can get that taken care of.
Burn it! Healer!
You're like a legend of Vec.
Set it ablaze!
I never used to fight this much, till I met you.
Light it up!
Made it out alive, I see. How did it go?
I took care of it. Karina is dead, and I've retrieved her orders.
When presented with a miracle, Redguards normally thank Tall Papa. but he didn't show up down here to untie me. So, thanks go to you, my friend. The Covenant owes you a debt. I need to get back to my superiors. With any luck, these bastards will still be in disarray when we sweep back through.
Yep.
Farewell. They won't be catching me again. A week down here was very motivating. I need a vacation.
Don't we all need a vacation? After that 4-month slog through the Daggerfall Covenant quest line, because we started near the end of December, and then we slogged through Stros Mackay, Becknick, Glenumbra, Stormhaven, Alakir Desert, and Bankurai. 6 zones in the course of 4 months. We definitely have earned a bit of a vacation. But the work for the Battle Lizard is not done yet. We've got some cleanup to do in other zones, and we have just a little under an hour, so I'm going to make as much use of this time as I can. But that is the end of the Covenant zones, so we are ready for High Isle to launch in June. So first Sunday of June we will be doing High Isle here on the channel, and any references made to the Daggerfall Covenant zones will of course all be reflected since we've completed them. Of course there's still a chance there might be references to things that are supposed to have happened in the Almeri Dominion quest line, which we've not finished yet, so that could be something we're going to miss out on. I definitely do not have enough time to finish 4 different zones of Almeri Dominion, especially since I've barely even touched any of these. I think I've got okay, I've got all the delves done for, oh, that's because I know why the delves are done. I don't actually have the delves done. I have, they're marked that way because of the whole shared achievement system, but so I don't have to beat the bosses, I just have to find the Sky Shards and the ones I don't have. So, and for example, I didn't get the Sky Shard in Blackvine's Ruin, which I definitely should have when I went in there for the quest, and that was definitely on me for not doing that. Alright, so first things first, let's go to Alakir and get this quest out of our quest log. Where do we go for that? Yeah, I must have ran right past this house a few weeks ago and forgot to go turn in this quest.
What happened here? This is terrible. Did the Imperials do this? I hope Shiri was not here. Did you find any evidence that she visited?
Shiri is the sister of Ufa and Ellison.
The leaders of the Withered Hand? But that would mean Shiri is one of them too? A necromancer? You think Tears of Set with that text, and we have no idea where she is?
Actually, we've already dealt with her, so I mean, I just forgot to turn in the quest the last time I was here. I should definitely freshen up my cake buff. Back to the way shrine. Alright, so we're done with that. Alright, let me just go through and make sure I'm not harboring any more, oh, hey, look at that. Like I said, make sure I'm not harboring any more Daggerfall Covenant quests that need to be turned in.
You've returned. You have questions.
How true were those visions?
You saw possible futures. No path is set. Your actions will influence what is to come.
She says that, but every single one of those things does happen, so... Alright, I believe that finished it off, but we're going to take another look just to be absolutely sure. Yep, no, we're good. Okay. I guess we should go talk to Josiah and turn that in as well. I mean, no reason not to, and pick up the next Sujic quest line. I don't know where it will send us, but... So we're going to Artaeum. Misty Hollows fields with... I'm not even going to try to read that. Beautiful Artaeum. It's been a while since we've been here on stream. I think a year. I think it's been a year since we've been here.
Welcome back, Initiate. I hope the Augur didn't give you too much trouble. So, was your journey a success? Is Alakir safe?
Yes, I closed all the time breaches around the Iliac Bay.
Well, that's a relief. For now, at least. I'm afraid the situation has grown more complicated. But we can discuss that later. For now, you've done the Order proud. You're clearly ready to take your next steps. Use this wisely. Are you prepared for your next task? I'm afraid we need to quicken the pace. Oh, was that too pushy? Sorry. I'm just a bit anxious, you know?
Yes, I'm prepared. What do you need? What do I need to do?
Our seers detected a new cluster of breaches in the lands of Morrowind and Skyrim. The elder members of the Order don't want to admit it, but I'm afraid these distortions are growing stronger. But there's good news. We think we found the cause.
We?
The Lore Master and I. While you made your way across Alakir, we reached out with projections, looking for objects of power. We found one. The Staff of Towers. The Lore Master's confident we can find it. You should speak with him when you return.
Alright, I'll travel to Skyrim and Morrowind and seal these time breaches.
Thank you, Initiate. I honestly don't know what we'd do without your help. I keep telling the Lore Master I can assist you. I mean, I did spend my entire childhood on the continent after all. I suppose he knows best.
You mentioned the Staff of Towers?
Yes, the actual staff created by the Archmage Innumeral in the First Era. If we're right, this could be the greatest arcane discovery in millennia. According to the Psijic histories, the staff could bend and shape time itself.
In that way, the Staff of Towers is very similar to the Rod of Seven Parts, Joe, if you're familiar with that. And you think that's what steering up these time breaches?
We can't say for certain, yet. I should warn you, the Lore Master finds this all very troubling. Magical artifacts always present a destabilizing influence. You know by now that a lack of stability does not sit well with our Order.
You're not concerned about it?
I'm very concerned. An artifact left out in the wild for any hedge mage to find. Results could be disastrous. It should be here on Artaeum. I need to get back to our research. We should have more answers when you return.
Okay. Well, so what's going to happen, what we're going to do with this is I'm going to not jump straight into doing this, because I'm going to be going to Somerset. I'll be going to Skyrim eventually anyways, and that is open. So see, we have 3 here in Stonefalls. We have 3 in East March and 3 in the Rift. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Shadowfen and start working on my completed stuff there. Then we're going to go to East March, and when we're in East March, we're going to close the time rifts, and then we'll go to the Rift and we'll close the time rifts. And before we go and start working on anything else, we'll go to Stonefalls and close those time rifts as well. So that's what the plan is currently. So it'll be a while before we get to closing any more time rifts. But that means you can hear more of the Augur of the Obscene, which I know everybody loves. Gather. Oh, I know what that is.
Off we go.
Hold on, I might be able to get Cadwell's silver out of my inventory. I don't know, it depends on where Cadwell was wanting to send me. If he was wanting to send me to the Elmeri Dominion... Wait, hold on, there's an easy way I can check this, right? No, because I haven't talked to Cadwell yet. Okay, hold on. Quick little field trip. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get to it eventually. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so we've got this done. We got this done. Let's do this next, right here. Oh, you know what? We could do the public dungeon, though. That's probably a better idea. We've got the time. I wish I hadn't skipped so much content while I was doing this. I really do, because I could already be starting the Elmeri Dominion questline if I hadn't skipped so much content. Oh well, hindsight is 20/20. Or in my case, 20/0, but you know what I mean. Saint Gerine is the Daedric prince of debauchery and dark passions. In his Demise, the revelry never stops.
See, if I'd taken up trade like my little sister, the most interesting places I'd visit would be banks.
I mean, banks can be pretty cutthroat too, you know.
You smell different, mortal. Welcome to Lord Sanguine's celebration, mortal. My lord requires you to perform a simple task. But have no fear. It will benefit us both.
What do you need?
I see that Old Mary's spies have infiltrated the celebration. Sanguine welcomes all, but all must partake of his drink. If these spies wish to remain, they must drink from Sanguine's goblet. Then they will be bound to the party.
Domain. Okay. I thought it was pronounced differently, because why would they not just say domain if that's what they meant? How does this concern me?
I need something done, and I want you to do it. Besides, these spies threaten your pact. Find the Old Mary spies, make them drink from Sanguine's goblet, and I will reward you.
I'll find the Elmeri spies. Foreign vintage. Oh great, that looks horrifying. Ow.
Thank the Divine. 4 years. I've been at this party for 4 years. The Argonian body wasn't meant to take this kind of abuse. But every time I try to leave, someone shoves a bottle at me, and here I stay.
How can I help?
An entertainment troupe from Morrowind made the party something special. Even the Dremora forgot to be angry all the time. They made the perfect distraction, but before I could take advantage, the troupe died. If we could get them back...
But they're dead, right?
I borrowed this wine from Sanguine's private stock. It controls the dead. Pour it on the remains of the entertainers, then command their ghosts to go back to work. If they resume their old jobs, I can finally get out of here.
Get the entertainers back to work. Got it. We're just gonna take a quick peek around for... Oh, there we go. I see one. Ah, dadgummit. Mary, do you have to aggro literally everything?
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
Oh, hello. You're going to hurt me, aren't you?
That depends. Our host wants you to drink this.
Please. I don't want to drink that.
Take a sip or a beating, your choice.
I'm still dead, aren't I? I hoped it was just a bad dream. I sense I still have one more role to play, though.
You should take the stage.
Brilliant! That's the role I was born to play!
Alright, let's go get the next... Well, let's go see if the,
I knew this lousy job wasn't over. Must I sling more libations for my captors?
The bar needs your services.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh, hello. You're going to hurt me, aren't you?
That depends. Our host wants you to drink this.
Please, I don't want to drink that.
Take a sip or take a beating, your choice. That's not where I wanted to go. Shoot, that was on me.
Fight metal.
Let's welcome them to the party. I need healing.
Don't panic. We can do this.
Skills resolve, skills retribution. Okay, that's the group event done. Which is a free skill point, which I don't actually need right now, but... Gotta wonder, did they party themselves to death, do you think, Joe?
What do you want?
You're going to drink this one way or another.
You're welcome to try, Ebonheart Dog.
Feel the pain, Spy.
Stop, I give up. Give me the bottle, I'll drink it.
Okay, now we just have to go find the last two. Well, there's one near the entrance, so we'll go get this one next, which is near the Sky Shard. Somebody's playing an Argonian Templar. That's a really good build, actually. Especially if they're a Stamplar. Stamplars can just knock down all these enemies and then absorb stamina from their corpses. Meaning that whenever there's a big batch of enemies, you cannot run out of resources. It makes a really good class for grinding. Like, if you want to grind levels in ESO, the Templar is your best bet. Well, champion point, the Templar is your best bet. In fact, I really probably ought to make a Templar on my EU account for grinding.
I really don't like your odds.
What's going on? Am I dead? I am, aren't I? Does that mean I'm your necromantic servant?
The ballroom requires your talents.
I knew you had good taste. I could think of a worse place to spend eternity.
So does that mean I'm your necromantic servant? Like, yes. Yeah. It's a good thing we don't have to take down the bosses, because otherwise I'd be waiting for a while for those to come back up. Just gotta get one more magician for the ballroom. Dang, these guys respawn fast.
Would it kill them to run away? Well, now I guess. Maybe they should try that.
Why did you drag me back here?
The ballroom needs you.
The ballroom? I think I can be of use there.
Okay. Now we just gotta go turn in these two quests and we can GTFO. We have time for one more quest, as long as it's not a really long quest.
My agents tell me that 3 new souls have joined the celebration.
The spies drank from the goblet.
Excellent. My Lord Sanguine will be pleased. You have the stench of Moloch Ball upon you, but you did as I asked. Thank you, mortal.
Yeah, I don't have... It wasn't by choice that I smell of Moloch Ball, trust me.
Get back, you betcha!
I just want to go home, get some rest, read a book.
The party's in full swing. Now's your best chance.
I can finally go home. I'm going to crawl into my hut and sleep until the start of the next age. I'll never forget what you did for me, provided I remember any of this when I wake up.
You're gonna have a 4-year memory blank. Yeah, so if you ever enter a creepy ruins and you get invited to a party, don't drink the alcohol. Just walk out. Just turn around and leave is the best bet. Yeah, Sings with Drink is leaving. He can... There he is. Oh, he's passed out. He's sleeping right here. He didn't make it to his hut, but... I mean, at least he did get away. Okay, trying to think of a short quest. Or we could just work on collecting sky shards, because I think most of these are too, well, no, we can do Steel Rise Village. That's not horribly long. We could probably get that done in the time limit. And next time we'll really be sinking our teeth into getting progress done. I'll have to conduct a little research and see what the best way to start is.
Careful, there are necromancers. Walk softly, friend. Worm cult necromancers infest these swamps.
Worm cult necromancers?
They've harassed Rise Village for days. I don't know why, but Chieftain Sulak should. Her wisdom saw us through the rough times.
I'll speak with your chieftain. Steel Rise Village. Stop the threat to Steel Rise Village. The thin ones.
Our scouts let you through, yes? You have courage to visit Stillrise Village despite the necromancers who torment us.
Tell me about these necromancers.
The worm cult necromancers encamped nearby raided our village last night. We trapped 3 of their lieutenants inside our huts, but they refused to surrender.
Are there worm cultists in your village?
Our scouts call them Gorag, Felra, and Dragwar. We tricked them into the cellars below our huts and bolted the doors. Perhaps you can convince them to surrender. If you confront them, Stillrise Village would call you a friend.
I'll take care of them.
Our warriors guard the huts where the cultists are trapped. Unbolt the cellar doors to gain access. So far they've refused to see reason. If it must come to blows with their lieutenants, I understand.
Why would the worm cult raid your village?
Stillrise Village keeps to itself. Because of this, they think we'd make perfect slaves.
Your skin is a strange color. Are you ill?
My what? Oh, we're Kothringi. After the Great Plague from decades past, I fear Stillrise Village is the last of our people.
Okay. She seemed very confused by the word skin. Excuse me, do you have a cult problem?
Why can't we just end this?
More bones for the pile!
Yep, your bones for the pile.
Fortune doesn't favor the Kothringi.
Oh, they killed one of the girls.
If you won't bow to us, you'll die the final death.
I mean, death is not final for me, but I mean...
Do you want to brag about that, or
for
should
you,
I?
it certainly is. These poor people.
Will you even bleed when I cut you?
Yes, yes I will.
Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
Nice.
Lost so much already.
Now you just gotta go after some mythical Pokemon.
War Chief Halush's runners told me the worm cultists wouldn't surrender. Unfortunate, but no fault of yours. Still Rise Village is in your debt. In truth, I feared the worm cult lieutenants went to our cellars on purpose to work dark magics from within our village.
What dark magics do you fear?
Well, you've proven yourself a friend of our village. As a friend, we'll entrust you with our secret. It's simpler to show than explain. Please, do not be alarmed.
Smoke, ash, and fire. Just like home.
Fear not. We're the same people we were before we gained this affliction. Years ago, a terrible sickness swept through our lands. I had to do something to keep my people safe. It's why I made a deal with the Daedra.
You bargained with Daedra? Which Daedra?
Before the sickness, our miners uncovered an old temple to Clavicus Vile. When we were dying, I sought the Daedric Prince of Bargains to save our village at any cost. I begged the Daedra for immunity to the sickness. You can see the cost.
Why did this have to do, or what does this have to do with the worm cult?
Last night, the cultists stole the soul gem array, the relic holding our spirits. In time, they'll use it to enslave us. We mustn't become thralls of the worm cult. Shaman Chira has a plan to stop them, but it will require your aid. Please, speak with him.
Alright. Ugh. I hate coughing up gunk. Clatchy and flu, yep.
You're the one who killed the worm cult's lapdogs. Chieftain Sulak told you the worm cult stole the soul gem array, yes? Once they discover its secrets, they'll enslave our entire village.
Chieftain Sulak said you had a plan.
Yes, if it isn't too late already. When Clavicus Vile cursed us with his hollow existence, he placed our spirits in the soul gem array. It must be recovered.
I'll recover the soul gem array.
Easier said than done. The energies protecting the relic kill living creatures who touch it. But there's a way. Make an offering to Clavicus Vile, and the soul gem array will think you're one of us. Then you can recover it safely from the worm cult.
Where would I make an offering and what would I offer?
Take this totem. War Chief Halush can let you inside the Daedric Prince's temple. Once inside, place the totem upon the blood fountain as an offering to Clavicus Vile.
I'll speak with the War Chief.
I fear there's little time before the worm cult discovers the secrets of the soul gem array. Be quick before they add us to their ranks. Yet another benefit of this damnable curse.
Tell me about the curse.
Decades ago, the Nahuatl flu swept through the land. The children were first. By Zen, I can still see the bodies. But Zen couldn't save us. So at Chieftain Sulak's behest, I prayed to Clavicus Vile. He bestowed this mockery of salvation upon us.
Without the curse, would your village have survived?
You call this survival? To never again taste guar flesh, nor feel a lover's touch. We are but shadows in the water. Some feel the curse is a Daedra's cruel jest. Yet I thank Clavicus Vile for a vital lesson. Immortality is the true curse, you see?
Why don't you retrieve the artifact yourselves?
With the soul gem array in the hands of the worm cult, they can influence us through our curse. They could force us to surrender, attack one another. any number of awful things. But they don't possess your soul. They hold no power over you.
Eternal life is full of advantages. No need to pull your blows when training. What do you need, stranger?
Shaman Chihara said you would let me into the temple.
That fool thinks worm cultists can sway the proud warriors of Stillrise Village, does he? I'd say the man lacked a spine, if I couldn't see it for myself. We have no hearts to fill with fear, or blood to run cold. No blow is mortal. We're unstoppable.
Then how did the worm cult defeat you?
We can die. We can fall for a time. It's how the cultist overpowered one of Shaman Chira's acolytes and stole the soul Gemare. Here's the temple key. When you're done, bring it to Acolyte Morag. And tell her not to lose this one too, would you?
I'll do that.
A shame you're flesh and blood. I'd let you train, but my warriors might forget your swishy parts.
You don't mind being a skeleton?
We need no sleep or food. There's no sickness and no pain. If I fall in battle, I recover. I don't care if I can't see, taste, or feel the same way I used to. Clavicus Vile's blessing makes us perfect warriors.
The chieftain and the shaman call it a curse.
Shaman Chira couldn't tell his coccyx from a hole in the ground. As for Chieftain Sulak, well, she needs to stop regretting who we once were and consider what we can become.
Do the other villagers want to remain this way?
Sure, the ones with marrow where it counts. The rest listen to Shaman Chira whine about a curse. But they'll come around.
And if they don't?
I'll do what I've always done. Protect my people. And themselves, if necessary.
You don't mind being a skeleton?
We need no sleep or food. There's no sickness and no pain.
Yep, there we go.
Higher. Strike higher. Don't worry about defense.
Odious Chapel. Steel Rise is proof that some Kuraki worshipped the Daedric princess as it was a that was like way too fast for me to read.
You bear a gift? How thoughtful. But I can't accept it without providing one of my own. I know. I'll share the same gift I gave Stillrise Village. Now you can play Skeever Wicket with your own skull.
Okay, I'm slightly disappointed that I don't look like an Argonian. I look like a human skeleton, not an Argonian skeleton. That is actually mildly disappointing. Mind you, this is some next level of nudity going on right here, right now. This is some next level nudity. Where are the hedgehogs?
Shaman Chira told me to expect you, but wait, something's off. Beyond your flesh and blood, I mean. Sen's blessings. The curse upon you is temporary. You can safely recover the soul Gemare.
Are you certain I won't be a skeleton forever?
I'm positive. Shaman Chira and I studied the curse for decades. This is Clavicus Vile's way of being playful, I suppose. Though I don't presume to know the intentions of any Daedric prince.
While I'm like this, am I invincible?
No, despite what War Chief Halushk would tell you. Sheer force can pummel us into the ground. Without Shaman Chira's magic, my bones would still be in the pile where the worm cult left me. Lousy mushroom nibblers.
What kind of magic?
Healing magic works. We often use magical fonts recovered from the temple, like the one next to me. The cultist took one last night, but Shaman Chira has another. The rest are inside the temple. You're welcome to use them while you're still underfed.
Do you know where the worm cult took the soul Gemare?
Lucky for us, I think ahead. Years ago, I fastened one of my toe knuckles to the soul Gemare. I can sense it's still in their nearby camp. After you give those moss-gargling cultists a good pounding, bring it straight to Chieftain Sulak.
I'll bring her to the Soul Gem Array when I recover it. Should probably pick up this quest too while I'm here.
I hope he's still. Stop! Stay away!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Who are you? Thank the gods. You would not believe what I've seen here. No, perhaps you would. Please, I need your help. We've got to save them.
Save who?
My guards and my partner Daryl were taken. Horrible men and skeletons attacked us. I think they're members of the worm cult. I got away, but I heard screams coming from their camp just down the hill. Can you help me?
I'll rescue them. May as well. I'm going to be in the area anyways. May as well do both at once. Mira, you are super lucky I can't turn you into a skeleton.
This place is full of interesting history.
Unfortunately, polymorphs don't work on you.
Quick, untie me before they come back and put my soul into that horrid purple rock.
What purple rock?
I think the necromancers called it an animus geode. Fancy name for an ugly purple stone used to steal someone's soul. Blessed Arche, I watched them murder all 4 of my guards.
What can I do?
Neris, Liam, Wilhelm and Garin are still imprisoned in those animus geodes. But I overheard the necromancers say the geodes are fragile, with spirits inside. I'll make a break for it. You smash the geodes. Please, don't let them suffer such a fate.
I'll set their souls free. Oh, there's the first one.
You can't imagine the horrors in that thing.
Do you think I'll give up this prize? After I kill you, I'll make you my slave.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of you dying. Alright, let's free these other people, then GTFO.
Death will release me from the nothingness inside that thing.
Inside that thing is nothing you cannot imagine.
Cursed rock contains more horrors than oblivion.
Which is saying something. Oblivion can be quite terrifying. Come on, we're almost there.
No, get away! Oh, it's you. Did it work? Are they free?
I freed your guards.
I feared those necromancers had captured you. Such a pity about our guards. They served us well, and never deserved such a fate. I'm going to stay here until I'm sure it's safe to travel. Best of luck to you, my friend.
Okay, that's another quest down.
you've returned. Did you recover the Soul Gem Array?
Yes, the Soul Gem Array is safe.
Then the worm cult holds no power over our village. But now, neither do I. Due to the theft of the Soul Gem Array, the war chief and shaman asked me to step down. But as they dispute our future, it's my right to appoint an arbiter. So I appoint you.
What are you asking me to decide?
Whether Still Rise Village continues or ends. Preserve the Soul Gem Array and we remain as we are, in this state between life and death. Destroy it, and you end the curse, allowing us a final rest.
Why me?
Experiencing our curse uniquely suits you to deciding our fate. You should hear the Council of War Chief Halushk and Shaman Chira before making your decision.
I'll speak with them and decide.
The worm cult nearly unlocked the secrets of the Soul Gem Array. If they could get their hands on it, so could anyone else. This torment will never end, unless you're the one to end it.
What do you think I should do with the Soul Gem Array?
Destroy it, so Clavicus Vile's grip upon us ends. Our bones may collapse, but our spirits will finally be free.
How do I destroy the Soul Gem Array?
Clavicus Vile provided the means on the day he cursed us. Deep in the Daedric ruins burn two braziers, one of ice, the other of fire. Placing the Soul Gem Array into the fires of destruction will destroy it.
I need to speak with the war chief before I decide.
Shaman Chira whimpers about a curse, but the real curse is allowing someone else to control us with the Soul Gem Array. Something must be done about it. Something permanent.
What do you think I should do with the Soul Gem Array?
Preserve the Soul Gem Array forever. Clavicus Vile's gift has its drawbacks, but it's the only life we have. Don't let the weak will take it away from the rest of us.
How would I preserve the Soul Gem Array?
There's a room deep in the Daedric ruins with two braziers that always burn. I'll give Shaman Chira some credit. He figured out what they did. Placing the Soul Gem Array into the ice of stasis will preserve it, and us, forever.
Alright, we have a choice. If you're still there, Joe, and anyone else who might be watching the stream. We can either destroy the Soul Gem Array and free all these souls to travel to the next life. Or we can preserve them in ice and make it so they continue to live forever as these skeleton forms. Okay, that was quick, so that's what we'll go with. That's what I usually go with as well. How would I destroy the Soul Gem Array? I'll destroy it and free Sunrise Village. Or Still Rise Village.
What madness is... My warriors won't allow you to perpetrate this foolishness.
Yeah. I think there's only been one time where I didn't destroy it, and that was when I was playing my Necromancer. My Necromancer kind of liked the idea of there being a village of skeleton people. So she preserved the totem, but I think all my other characters have destroyed it. Sorry, I need you guys to take a little nap.
Your mass plan to destroy us?
Mind you, you can still change your mind when you get inside the cave. You can still change your mind and put it in the other thing. So you don't have. So just picking that is not actually as final as it looks.
Preserve the Soul Gem Array. We don't have to die.
You lead.
some mad plan to destroy us?
You know, for all your bragging about the training you can do because you don't have to pull your blows, you are very, very weak.
I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
You felt the true splendor of my gift to Stillrise Village. What gift have you for them, I wonder? Preserve their existence or end it forever? Which will it be? Probably the boring one. You destroy everyone in Stillrise Village, despite the ones who clearly wish to go on? All to end a pain and sickness they can no longer feel? How delicious. Now, be gone.
Hey, I'm not naked anymore.
And so it ends. You made the choice, we could not. My people are now at peace.
I did what I had to do.
At last, you freed us from our miserable existence. This was no life, just a mockery of better days. I feel Clavicus Vile's curse fading. It won't be long now. Thank you for allowing us the dignity of death.
Complete quest. Yeah, and it will take a little bit before they all die, so they'll continue to remain for a little bit. As far as I know, they don't actually all, like, fall dead. I mean, I could be wrong on that. Anyways, that is where we're going to end off for today. I hope to catch you next time as we continue working our way through all the side stuff in Shadowfen. We're going to try to fill all this stuff out, get all the standing stones, crafting stations, important locales, do all the side quests, way shrines, sky shards, all the 9 yards. So, I hope to catch you next time as we continue more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. Thank you very much and have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.